What's going on, people of the world? Welcome to What the Funcast, episode 113 on Doge Day, April 20th, 2021. What's up, Ahmed? How are you?
I'm doing well. Doge Day is a little disappointing, but it is what it is.
Right. So we would be remiss not to start this episode with acknowledging the fact that justice was served today. So it is a good day.
Yes.
It might be Doge Day. Doge might not be, going up the way we were jokingly hoping it would, but justice is served in the case of the death of George Floyd. So one
The murder
small
now,
step
officially.
here. Yes, the murder of George Floyd. And it's funny, not funny, but in my head earlier, I was like, we need to call it out as a murder because that's exactly what it was, and now it's proven by law that that's what it was. And here I am saying the death of George Floyd. So you can see, not everything works out the way you think when you're practicing for these things, people. There's your, acting 101. I don't know shit about shit. Don't listen to me.
Who's acting?
Podcasting 101.
Something like that.
Anyway,
Speaking 101.
so
Let's say that.
yes, I think that I saw a lot of tweets describing the situation that we're in and how people would describe it. But I thought this one was pretty good by Bruce Wright, who works actually for Walt Disney Animation Studios, and I follow him. But today was a drink of cool water in the desert. But remember, we're still in the desert. So definitely a good day, because there were, even though we have video evidence of someone being murdered, that we still don't have enough faith in the justice system that there is a potential off chance that someone like that would be found not guilty. So anyway, definitely want to acknowledge the fact that it is a great day. It is a great day, and a day that presents hope in a world where there seems to be no hope lately. But it is a time of healing in a lot of regards. So I think it's a great day in that regard.
Yes.
So
Indeed it is. I agree.
I was going to say, anything to add there?
No, you said it. Everything that was in my brain.
Right.
Good.
Cool. Good,
Brain to brain,
good.
clown to clown communication.
Brains, yeah, right there. There you go. So, what have you been up to, Ahmed? Based on the document, I don't know how to interpret that.
So, what Paul's referring to is, so we have a template when we're formulating our episodes. We have a template at the end of the Google Doc, or I recently made a template at the end of our Google Doc to just like copy and paste it for every new episode. So it has like all the categories and things, and we have like at the top, it's what Paul did, what I did, so we can remember. And I didn't fill out my bit. So in the template, it's literally... so in the template, it's Paul first and then me. And for Paul, it says booty, and for me, it says ass. So for all I've done this past week, apparently, according to this document, is ass. Which isn't completely untrue. I really have done not much of anything. I've been pretty bad. I did try out Rain on Your Parade, which is a game on Game Pass. Thanks, Justin. I did try out Rain on Your Parade, and it was... it's okay. I was really expecting it to be a little bit more charming in the way that...
It looked really stupid.
Yeah.
No offense, but it looked really stupid.
It wasn't that fine. You're not offending anybody. I was expecting it to be like Donut County, Untitled Goose Game, like those kind of very charming kind of games, and it just wasn't. It lacked the charm. It had the charm of like a 2012 BuzzFeed article where it's like, haha, doggos, humans, whatever. And it's like, okay.
Oh, no.
Like, it's not that
That's
funny.
Unfortunate.
And I don't know, the gameplay was like, okay. It wasn't any different really than like something like Donut County where you just have to like do the objectives and, swallow everything up. In this case, it's get everything wet with rain. But I don't know, it's whatever. It's free in Game Pass if you have time to spare. I wouldn't like wholeheartedly recommend it, but it's fun, I guess, a little bit in doses. Besides that, I actually have been playing some Roller Coaster Tycoon. I might stream that later. So I've caught up to where I was before I moved my PC. So I'm officially on like, not new levels, but like new to me in my current form with the cells in my body. Because the last time I played these levels was over 7 years ago, and like don't all your cells in your body regenerate every 7 years, something like that. So they're new to me. So
nice.
Maybe I'll stream that eventually. And then just a bit of Overwatch, just playing through the archives event, getting all the skins and whatnot. Skin for this week is Mercy with the Karen haircut, and it looks so ugly. I don't even want it, but I have to get it because I have every other skin. But yeah, I got the Zenyatta one last week. That's what mattered. That was the best one.
Yeah, well, it's funny because I looked at that one yesterday. I'm like, oh, how many things do I need to play? How many points do I need anyway?
It's honestly not that bad because so every week it like focuses on each of the like different events, like Retribution and then whatever Storm Rising and the other one, Uprising. But like for this week, if you play specifically Storm Rising, you get double the points, and you need 30 stars total. And like if you just play the game on easy 3 times, you're guaranteed to get all 30 stars. Because if you get the 5 stars on easy, which is super easy to do, actually no, you can't get 5 stars on easy because it limits you to only 3
It's too
stars.
late, Ahmed. I missed the first 2. I'm not going to even bother getting the 3rd at this point.
Whatever, never mind. But like you
I
get
booted
double
up.
stars.
I played Mystery Heroes, and it's fun. It's good enough for me.
That's okay. As long as you're having fun, that's what matters.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Right. I did play Pac-Man 99 a bit as well. Now that I'm looking at your thing, I'm remembering. I did play Pac-Man 99 as well, which is super fun. I still haven't finished first, but I've cracked top 10 quite a few times. It always just like it gets so chaotic, and I can never see the red ones because they're like buried under a bunch of white ones. And then I'm like, oh, how did I die? I see now. But it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it wholeheartedly.
It is a ton of fun. I really, really am enjoying that game.
I don't think I watched anything besides like Bob's Burgers. There's been just new Bob's Burgers episodes on Hulu. And obviously Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which that's a usual every week now, obviously. But then last episode is this week, which is very sad. And then It Takes Two, which maybe we'll play a little bit more of tonight. But It Takes Two has been super fun, but you also played that, so you can also speak to it. But I am thoroughly enjoying that game.
Yes.
It's like Game of the Year material. Like, it is incredible. It's so well done. Rita,
yes.
I promise I will watch Clone Wars. For people at home that are listening to this podcast in their cars, we're streaming live on Twitch. So if I call out random people in the chat, ignore us.
Yeah. Or don't ignore us.
Or listen to us on Twitch Live. Who knows?
Be part of the conversation. Twitch.tv/WhatTheFunkcast every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, except for Ramadan when Ahmed is eating at different times of the day. And I say 8 o'clock, but it really means 8:15.
Listen, it's fine. Wait, where did you steal that? Like, was it be a part of the conversation? Where's that from? Is that Twitter slogan? It sounds really familiar.
No, because I listen to Kind of Funny all the time. Like, be part of the show. I don't know where be part of the conversation came up from.
It's just
my brain.
Like, I don't know. Like,
it's definitely from somewhere. I just don't know where.
My brain meets fizzling, trying to figure it out. Anyway,
tell you what though, the hottest news, we've got a guest star.
Do we?
Lauren is bringing me dinner. Hello, Lauren. Say
hello, Lauren.
You got to duck down a little bit.
There she is. She's blurry in the background, but it's okay.
Oh, you're blurry. Well, we know you're here in spirit. There you go. Hold on. Get real close.
Hey, there she is. Can they see me?
Rita says hello. She says hello, Rita. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate it.
We love a guest appearance.
Yes, every once in a while. Ray never wants to be a guest star because she comes over, says her piece, meows to the next dimension, and then runs away.
And she's like, I've had my fill. He's heard what I had to say. She
truly is like that.
Oh my god! All right, well, what have you been doing this past week?
I streamed on Friday. What did I do? I think I opened up some Pokemon cards. Didn't really get anything great, but it was fun nonetheless. What else did I do? I played some Pac-Man 99. I played Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity, which is a lot of fun. I think it was a weird stream game because I not that I forgot, but it's just so button mashy, hack and slash that I enjoy, like laying in bed playing the game. But on stream, I'm like, I can see people definitely finding this boring. But it's definitely a fun game playing as all these different characters that you couldn't even play in the original Hyrule Warriors. So definitely a fun game, but I'm not sure it's one that streams well. Unless you're like into Zelda and you're like watching for like different characters and stuff. But yeah, it's not like there's a story to follow, but I'm not sure the story matters as much. But anyway, I'm not far enough into it. But it was fun. I played one level, like you mentioned, Ahmed. Each level is like 30 minutes long, so it's kind of a long. Like you sit down to play one mission, it's like, oh, one more mission. No, one more mission is 30 minutes long, so yeah,
it's a little bit
not longer.
I thought that they would be like very quick, like 5-10 minute things, but I was like, oh wow, we've really been at this. You've really been killing the same monsters for the past 30 minutes.
I really have been. So what else did I do? I'm almost done actually, and maybe on my next stream that I open Pokemon cards, I'm almost done sleeving up and putting my old collection into binders, new binders. So I've been going through and slowly, one by one, set by set, page by page, moving them over to these new zipper binders that I showed on stream before, but they're just these little like zipper binders instead of the big old 3-ring binders. That are like denting some of the cards. So
how many of them do you have? The zipper binders.
The zipper binders, I'm up to 5.
Holy shit!
But
so
but then what I did is I took all the doubles that I had because like when I was younger, I used to just like double, triple, quadruple, how many ever the same card I had, like commons. I'd stack them all behind each other, so I'd pull out this like thick stack from the sleeve. So what I did is I took like the best condition one, put that one in the binder, and then took the others. Stack them all up and just put them in one of these, like they call them a team bag. So I have these little baggies of these like stacks of cards for each of the sets. So, but yeah, so.
Gotcha.
Yes, Rita understands. I truly have like 15 Bellsprouts in one slot. So yes, literally there was a couple of them that I pulled out like the thickest stack. Justin, you're also right. I do have a package of ball guys too now.
Like just one zipper binder of ball guys, or
no. I didn't waste the zipper binders like 25, 24, $20, whatever. So
no expense spared for our savior, the ball guy.
I know. So ball guy will get his moment in one of the binders. I just need to figure out all the others and where they're going. So
you still got to do that TikTok with the ball guys.
I know. I have it. I have the pieces. I took all the ball guys are out of the binder. They're ready. I just need to film it. So
okay,
I'll film it one of these days. As Ryan mentioned a little bit earlier in the conversation, yes, I helped Ryan get a PS5. That was my accomplishment for this week. What
Very
else did
stuff.
I do? Played some Overwatch as well. Congratulations, Ryan, new PS5 owner. Welcome to the party. I played some Overwatch. I tried this game, and I need to remember what it was called. I literally tried it the other day. It's like Narina Boy or something like that. It's on Game Pass. And it's an indie game. It just looked interesting. It was like action adventure, like 16-bit. I'm like, oh, this looks cool. And I played it, and the game was not good, so I stopped playing after like 15 minutes. So, I'll tell you what though, I heard somebody describe, or may have read it, that somebody described Game Pass as like having demos on Xbox for these games, which is so true. Because instead of me now paying like $20 for this game, like if I really like it for some reason, I really want to play it on Switch or whatever, which I don't think I really hit a game like that I played on Game Pass that I ended up buying on Switch to have the portability of. But it's like so nice to be able to try these games on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like MLB.
Sorry, I was gonna say I was just very close to buying Donut County on mobile, and then they introduced the touch controls on Game Pass, like on mobile server, so I didn't need to buy it. But and then I also beat it on stream anyway. But like, I see what you're saying. Like, there's a lot of games on there that you could try that are maybe available on other platforms that it would work better for, and you're like, "Oh, this was dope. Let me actually pay money for this now to play it on."
Yeah.
Play it.
So like Cyber Shadow, for instance, is the newest Yacht Club Games game, and it's a 16-bit game, 8 or 16-bit. I think it's 16-bit. But anyways, it's like right up my alley, and like I'm thoroughly enjoying it. But at the same time, I'm like torn because I only have like a couple hours into it, but part of me wants to get it on Switch so I can have the portability of it. I can play it in bed. I can do whatever, play it wherever I'm going, and have that portability aspect. But then I got to pay $20 for it. So the other part of me is like, let me just hold out until the inevitable physical copy comes out that I'm going to want to get. And, so it's a toss-up. But it's nice to have those options as opposed to, like, do you drop $20 now and then just to try the game, see if you like it or whatever? It's really nice. And, like, MLB The Show 21 is now out on Game Pass. And, like, way back in the day, I used to be obsessed with, like, not Blitz. I have to remember the name of the game. But there's a baseball game that you could... It was like the same concept as Blitz. I have to look it up. If anybody knows, let me know in the chat. Where the rules were very loose. It wasn't like professional baseball and like every
like arcade
follow the rules 100%. It was arcadey. It was almost like NBA Jammy kind of.
What system is it on?
Xbox.
Like Xbox One, the original.
Xbox. Yeah, the Xbox, the OG.
Arcade
baseball.
RBI baseball. No, that's some new game. Xbox 2003, let's say, somewhere around.
I'm pretty sure it's Slugfest.
Ah, okay, yes, I see. Slugfest.
Go ahead, Rita. Do your thing.
There you go, Rita. Okay. Yes,
All right, Rita.
Slugfest.
Yeah, okay. I see you. Rita. Okay.
I just never got
Yes,
into...
it is 100% MLB Slugfest. Which one I had? I have no idea.
Slugfest Loaded, Slugfest 2003. Those are the only ones that are coming up.
It was so much fun though. Like I'll tell you what, that was like a fossilized memory there.
You know, I'll say, like, I never got into sports games, but I did own FIFA 2002 and Madden 2002. And I didn't know, like, I had no strategy. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I had fun. Like, in Madden, I exclusively did long passes. I never ran the ball ever, not once. And, like, when we went to college and we was, like, watching actual football, I'm like, why are they running the ball when they could just throw it?
why aren't they playing like me?
Like, right?
Yeah, so it's funny you say that, because then I have NCAA. Like when we were in college, I was like, oh, like I love college sports. Let me get the NCAA game. So I got like the NCAA 13 or whatever, and I used to play with that all the time. Where it was like, why am I gonna run the ball? Just pass it every time. And like,
Literally.
it's pretty much like the luck of the draw. Can I make this pass in 4 turns?
And like, even if it was 4th down, I'm still passing it. Like, there's no reason to ever kick it. Because I don't know, I wasn't playing on hard. Like, I was just, you know, playing like a dumbass. And I only picked the Ravens just because I liked the color scheme at the time. Like, just randomly. I don't know.
Oh my god, that's fine. I still love you.
Right.
So, Justin's talking about Super Mario Sluggers in the chat. I never got like really deep into Super Mario Sluggers, but what I did get into was Super Mario Strikers and Super Mario Strikers Charged. I played the hell out of those 2 games.
Those were the soccer
ones,
right?
The soccer ones, yeah. So I got the first one, which I am like, it was like, I don't know when it came out on GameCube, but it was definitely like a rarer game on GameCube.
I do remember
Super
it
Mario
being like
Strikers.
relatively harder to find, and like being always worth a lot in general.
Yeah, it's worth. Let's see. Survey says a complete copy is selling for $85 on eBay, which I feel like is not even that high.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
eBay,
less than I expected.
Prices,
I thought it was gonna be like $150.
Yeah, it's you know what's crazy. I always wanted to play Chibi Robo.
Wow, that just activated a memory I forgot I had.
Right. See, I always wanted to play Chibi Robo, and Logan had mentioned like he actually sat down and played it, and he got like the HDMI adapter for his GameCube and everything, and he actually sat down and played it and really enjoyed it. And I'm like, this game looks like right up my alley. I looked online. Holy shit, the game! I don't know. Maybe it's gone down in price with the way things are going. It's probably only gone up in price. No, it's gone down a little bit. Yeah, it's gone down a little bit actually. So Chibi Robo was like upwards of like $250 or so.
That's so many dollars.
So a couple of them just sold for $150. Oh no, they're still all over the place. Never mind. There's one here for $300, $219. Anyways, the bubble is maybe it won't pop. It's probably not going to pop realistically, but everything is like at an all-time high, which is just crazy to me. But like 3DSs, and this is how you know we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel for content this week. I was looking up 3DSs, like new 3DS XLs. Those are like inching up to $300 a pop now, and I mean, like I don't even understand why. And I know they cut production or stopped production of them, but I don't know what's going on. Like GameStop doesn't have any systems in stock, and the ones on eBay are like all over the place between $250 to $300. I'm like, holy shit,
that's crazy.
Everything's just so damn expensive.
I mean, I don't know. I never really got into the 3DS era, I feel like. Like, I had my 3DS, and I have a bunch of 3DS games, but I never, like, got into it. Like, when I booted up... Well, no. Which I remember going through my old Animal Crossing games to see, and there was one that I didn't do anything in, and there was one that I did a shit ton in. I don't remember... I'm pretty sure it was Wild World, the DS one, was the one I did a shit ton in. And then New Leaf is the one I, like, maybe booted up twice, and, like, I still owe everything, my life to Tom Nook. So, I don't know. But I remember on my original DS, the old OG Fat DS, oh my god, I restarted Nintendo so many times to get all these new dogs. My dogs are still, I don't know. Actually, no, I booted up Nintendogs, and I don't even have dogs anymore. I don't know what happened to them. I think they got...
What happened to them?
I think it got cleared out. It was like, it booted up, and it was as if, like, I didn't have a dog anymore. It's like, select which pet. And I was like, hello, who cleared my save? I think I like let my niece or nephew borrow it at one point, and then they cleared it. Who knows?
Or Animal Control came after you.
Animal Control, please. But yeah, no, I never really got into 3DS era as much. I think I got into it late in the game, and it was like during college, and like that was when I was on my like weird hiatus of playing games because I was traumatized from my days of MapleStory in high school.
I thought of you the other day. I saw a MapleStory I saw a MapleStory something. Ryan said ASPCA took them. I saw a MapleStory something. I don't know what it was, like a mobile game or
They
something.
have there's like MapleStory mobile. There's like MapleStory 2 now. And, like the original one still exists, but like I don't know. It's all like weird. I don't even remember. I don't have access to my original email address that I used to sign up for that account, so I can't even like reset my password to get into my account anymore.
Oh,
Sucks,
no.
But it exists. It's like if you look up on the world rankings, I'm still there with my fake ass weeaboo fake Japanese name, thinking I was so cool.
Tell us what it was.
It was it was Hirotsugi. Hirotsugi. It was like a random name I saw in the credits of an anime, and I was like, that's a cool name. I'm gonna steal that one. But yeah, so
I have nothing good to say to you, Ahmed. I'm sorry.
I don't have anything good to say to me either. That's valid.
No, I'm kidding. It's fine. We all went through that phase.
But yeah, like what happened was, I was like obsessed with MapleStory through high school, to the point where like it was bad. I was like genuinely addicted. But it wasn't so much that like I was into the game itself, which like I would play the game obviously. Like I was fairly high leveled, but it was more so like a chat room where like a bunch of like we just made a bunch of friends, and like there's still people that I keep in touch with to this day. Specifically, one person in our Discord server, Kathy. But like there's a lot of people that from those times that I met that I'm like still friends with. But it was basically like a chat room, and there was like a game in the background, is what it was to me. But like I would come home from high school, log on, and stay online until like midnight, and just I don't know. I don't even know how I passed. But then once I got to college, I was like, it's time to quit. It's time to move on with my life. And I think from that point, I was like, I have to stop playing video games altogether and like grow up. And then I learned that that was silly and that was never going to happen. But yeah, that's why I'm like missing. There's like a gap in my experience. Like I got a PS3 very late in the game. I never had a PS2. I never like the whole 360 PS3 era is very like muddy to me.
I get that though, because I think like a lot of people have. I mean, I don't know. I'll speak on behalf of myself, but I feel like a lot of people have gone through those phases where, like in middle school, I went through like I don't know. I played the hell out of Diablo 2 online, and that's on that Logan, and it's just I would play it all the time. I play it till like 3 a.m. and like wake up at this is back. I know this seems like not even possible in my book, right? But I would stay up till 3 a.m. and I'd sleep until like 12, 1 o'clock every day, like on the weekends. And obviously I'd go to school and stuff, so I'd try to be,
That's me now.
Yeah, literally, it is you now. I try to be responsible like on school nights or whatever, but like there'd be a lot of nights where I stayed up hella late and dragged through the day. And excuse me. And yeah, so I mean, I totally get that. That's why there's the gap for me is GameCube, where like I missed out on a lot of like my GameCube collection is so small because I caught it at the end of the life cycle of the system. Got the system for like $30 or whatever when they were like fire selling them pretty much. Got Melee, Super Mario Strikers, Super Mario Sunshine. Yeah, and like I didn't get any of these other games, and I remember going into GameStop and seeing like Wave Race Blue Storm for like $5, like all these games that are now worth like a lot of money, and I'm like, no, I don't want them. Like those games are gonna be like worth nothing in the long term. Yeah, joke was on me. Now you can get a loose copy for $50 or whatever. Maybe not Wave Race, but one of those games.
Okay, we have things to talk about after the stream's over. I can't say these on stream, anyways. But no, the GameCube era was great. Like so many of those games are classics. Once you said Wave Race, I was like, holy shit, I have to play that game right now. Like I just remember
Wave Race on Nintendo 64 is so good.
No. Specifically on Blue Storm, because like the water just looked so good. Like it doesn't look good. I know it doesn't look good to today's standards, but it looked so good. I was like, wow, video games. So
for the record, I've never played Wave Race Blue Storm.
Oh, you're missing out. It's so much fun.
Yeah,
for no reason. It's like a silly arcade game, but you never have to play quarters. It's just so good. It's so good.
Yeah, I believe it.
F-Zero GX, also an excellent one. I remember
never played F-Zero GX either.
Missing out. Eternal Darkness. Freaking
Eternal Darkness is worth a shitload of money now. It is like,
don't talk to me about that game because I never owned it.
You lost all your progress, right?
Well, no, I never owned it. we would constantly like just keep renting it. My parents were like, we're not gonna spend $50 on a game, but they were perfectly okay with going to Hollywood Video before, like, not even Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, and renting the game for like $10 every week. I was like, we probably spent more on the game than if we were just bought it outright. But anyways, I never beat it, but I love that game, and I wish that was like an original Nintendo IP. I wish that they would bring that back. That would, like, if they announced some kind of revival of that game, I would absolutely lose my marbles, like, genuinely. But
talking about Eternal Darkness specifically.
yes,
Yeah. So
like,
Eternal Darkness is like $85 to $150.
oh, that's not that much. I thought you were gonna say like it's in the 200s.
No, that's no. Some of like the old Atlas games for a GameCube are worth like around that much. Actually, they're worth even more than that.
Which was
Paper
the
Mario
Atlas
Thousand Year
games?
Door. Logan, give me the whole rundown. Cubivore. There's another one. I wish Logan was in chat. He'd be able to rattle them all off. Anyway, I'll ask him. I'll let you know. Cubivore is one of them. So I used to own that, and it's worth like $400 now. Of course, I sold it for like $80 because, you know, that's all I do is give away things. Cubivore, $560. That's disgusting. Holy
really
shit!
Doesn't want our money. When will we get GameCube Virtual Console? Please, I just want to relive the glory days and live in the
Literally.
past. Never advance. Never play any of the new games on my backlog. Ghost of Tsushima, I barely know her.
Oh God, I haven't even booted up that game.
Anyways,
All right, we should probably jump into the news.
yeah, we've
The
been
limited
rambling
news that we have.
for quite some time. Yeah, but we have
I'll
like
continue
there's, like,
eating my cauliflower pizza. Go ahead.
perfect. There's like 3 headlines. So jumping into hot news. Wow, hot news entertainment. The Last of Us series at HBO has cast its Tommy. Gabriel Luna will be playing Tommy, and maybe this isn't even a popular belief. I saw this picture of this man with the last name Luna, and he has a very striking resemblance to Diego Luna. And I was like, oh my God, is this Diego Luna's brother? It's not. They're not even a little bit related. So you're welcome that I looked into that for you. Saved you the embarrassment. But anyways, he will be playing Tommy, which means we will have a fully Latino family. The Miller brothers will be fully Latino. So The Last of Us. This one comes from Variety. The Last of Us series adaptation at HBO has added Gabriel Luna to its cast. Variety has learned Luna joins previously announced series leads Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, who will star as Joel and Ellie respectively. Luna will star as Tommy, Joel's younger brother, a former soldier who hasn't lost his sense of idealism and hope for a better world. Luna most recently starred in the 2019 film Terminator Dark Fate. He is also known for his role in the Marvel ABC series Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., on which he played Robbie Reyes / Ghost Rider. Other TV credits include Wicked City, Rosewood, True Detective, and Matador. So, super exciting stuff. I'm really excited for the series. It seems like it's shaping up to be something like really well done, which I'm excited for.
When does it officially come out?
I don't know if there is an official release date yet.
I mean, seeing as they're still casting people, it's probably not even in production yet. So,
yeah. I mean, well, it's in like pre-production technically.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's still just TBA because they haven't started filming yet, obviously.
Right.
But I'm mainly excited that like Naughty Dog's actually involved. Like, what's his face? Oh my God, the director of Last of Us. What's his name?
Oh, Neil Druckmann.
Neil Druckmann. That he's actually like involved in the creation. It's not like something like the Uncharted movie where they're just Naughty Dog's more so in a consulting role. It seems like Nolan North is on set with the Uncharted movie, which is good. He's like giving pointers to Tom Holland, I guess, but it seems like it's, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully that movie's good.
I sure hope it is. It seems like it's in like development hell or production hell.
Yeah. Oh, has it been? Oh, I guess yeah. No, it's been in hell for a while. It's been in hell for a while, but yes, hopefully soon enough. And that about wraps it up for hot news entertainment. This is gonna be very short in terms of news. That's why we rambled for so long in the beginning. Oh, thanks, Jeff. Happy 420 to you too. And hello, Alyssa.
Hello.
So jumping right into the most heartbreaking news of the day. Hot news from gaming. Jeff Kaplan has decided to leave Blizzard, which is very disappointing. Paul shared this news earlier today by way of Wario64 on Twitter, but obviously like Blizzard tweeted it out and the Overwatch official account also tweeted it out. So Blizzard kind of left a statement on their website which says, "We want to let you know that Jeff Kaplan has decided to leave the company after a long and storied career here, and that Aaron Keller, a Blizzard veteran and founding member of the Overwatch team, will be stepping in as game director. Aaron has been a critical part of the Overwatch team and a key driver in creating the vision for the game. He helped create Overwatch as an original member of the team, and as an 18-year veteran of Blizzard, he has worked side by side with Jeff for a long, long time, not only in building Overwatch, but also previously helping to build World of Warcraft as well. And then, so Jeff himself also left a little note. He says, I'm leaving Blizzard Entertainment after 19 amazing years. It was truly the honor of a lifetime to have the opportunity to create worlds and heroes for such a passionate audience. I want to express my deep appreciation to everyone at Blizzard who supported our games, our game teams, and our players. But I want to say a special thanks to the wonderful game developers that shared in the journey of creation with me. Never accept the world as it appears to be. Always dare to see it for what it could be. I hope you do the same. GG, Jeff Kaplan. So he was obviously the game director for Overwatch, which is, so, pretty major loss. Overwatch was kind of his baby, and you have to wonder why he would leave at this time, especially with Overwatch 2 on the horizon. I don't know. What
it's
to think
it's very strange. So I'm looking at his Twitter account, right? And he posted something in binary and pinned it to his account 6 hours ago.
In binary, like in ones and zeros?
Yeah. And somebody converted it, and it converts to defend the keep.
What is that? I feel like that's a reference to World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I think it is too. I don't know. People are like commenting, "We will be your shield." # defend the keep. I guess it's probably. I think it's a World of Warcraft reference.
Yeah, because he had a big hand in WoW as well before Overwatch. But yeah, it's a huge loss. I mean, everyone loved him at Overwatch, like in the fan base in general. I mean, everyone loved him. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where he ends up, right? Because that's going to be the next thing. I don't think he's just taking a hiatus. I mean, maybe he is, and if he is, then good for him. I'd be curious to see where he lands because, I guess a few people moved around from like Xbox and ended up at Blizzard, so I'd be surprised to see what happens. I don't know. I like part of me feels like he might be going to like a Microsoft or like a Sony, but then again, that's like maybe a pipe dream kind of thing where I'm hoping that he goes somewhere else where he's still gonna be relevant in the game industry.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but yes, it is heartbreaking nonetheless because he's been loved by many Overwatch fans, and yes, he does give awkward updates about the patches, but that's just his brand. So he's definitely someone that has been, had their hands in a lot of different projects, including WoW and World of Warcraft. WoW and Overwatch.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I do exactly what Justin said. I hope it was his decision and not like some scandal or something that was in the background, because it was very sudden. It wasn't like hey, I'm leaving, or important announcement with like, I don't know, the Overwatch logo, and then, you have a backdrop and it's like, I've decided to leave Blizzard, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
So
no, it seems like it was, I mean, from like what was posted on the Overwatch website or by Blizzard or website, whatever, that it was like an amicable leave, but at the same time, I can't help but wonder if maybe it was like he was just sick of like Activision corporate kind of thing, like stepping on his toes during development of Overwatch 2 or something like that, or I don't know. I have no idea, because it just feels very strange that he would leave, like when Overwatch is literally his baby, that he would leave in the middle of the development of its sequel.
Right, and he doesn't say anywhere in his little, so the note or whatever was 3 tweets that he tweeted back to back to back, right, and then threaded them together. He didn't say anything like, I mean, he says, I want to express my deep appreciation to everyone at Blizzard who supported our games, like you read, right, our game teams, our players. Special thanks to the wonderful game developers shared in the journey of creation with me. He doesn't say like, I'm sorry, like it's like the person leaving big company starter kit, right? Where it's like, I'm super excited for the next chapter of my life. I can't wait to tell you guys all about it. Blah, blah, blah. Here it's like, thanks, I'm leaving, go forth and be better than the world or whatever, like some inspirational quote, right?
Like he didn't give any like kind of reassurance that like I leave this in good hands or whatever. Like I don't know, I Obviously,
It
there's only
just
so much
feels
you can say in
weird.
tweets. It does feel weird.
It just
though.
feels weird. Yeah, it just feels too weird. So
I'm really afraid that he like something's happening with Overwatch 2 and he's not liking it, and maybe he's not getting the creative direction he wants, or maybe Activision is trying to force like microtransactions or some stupid shit, and then it's going to turn into like Marvel's Avengers, and he's like, cool, I don't want my name on this anymore, I'm out. Like,
so if anything, what crossed my mind is right. Like you keep saying Marvel's Avengers, but
that's like the best
I'll be
example
honest
of like
with you,
a game
it
like
doesn't.
that.
So explain that to me, because you keep saying that, but I don't understand what you mean. Like,
Because so
Marvel's Avengers is its own disaster, right? So
yeah. Have you seen the Overwatch 2 footage that they showed at BlizzCon recently? Like the gameplay and everything?
Yeah, I watched the clip.
Yeah, so it seems to be very similar, like in terms of how the games are. Like obviously like Overwatch 2 is all like these single player content or whatever, but it's like a bunch of co-op and things like that. And it's like these specific missions that you go on. It's very similar game mechanic as in Marvel's Avengers. Obviously, like minus the PvP part of regular Overwatch. So in terms of that, I'm wondering if like Activision's trying to push some nonsense like, oh, you have to do this or do that to, monetize or something, or I don't know. Maybe they're trying to like maneuver the game into a way that he doesn't appreciate and turn it into something that turns out to be a dumpster fire like Avengers was.
I'm gonna go on a limb. I was gonna grill you more to get and understand what you're saying, but I'm gonna go on a limb and say that it will be impossible for Overwatch 2 to become Marvel's Avengers, with or without Jeff Kaplan.
I sure hope so.
And I say that because we were talking about Marvel's Avengers earlier. Marvel's Avengers tried to set forth a single-player campaign and then a open-world-ish, Destiny-ish campaign, right? Where, multiplayer experience afterwards. And that's the part that killed it. The single-player was great. You finished the game, and it was just like grind and grind and grind, the same thing over and over again, with no meaningful reward, which to some extent Overwatch is like, because skins are skins, right? I mean, there's no, but that's happening right now in Overwatch 1. So what came to mind for me is if Activision wanted to make Overwatch free to play and monetize microtransactions within the free to play model.
That's also possible.
And I could see.
I didn't personally enjoy the single player in Marvel's Avengers as much. That's my.
Tell me how much you played besides the demo.
I didn't play besides the demo, but like I didn't
exactly
enjoy it that much of what I played. Is the demo not supposed to highlight the best parts of the game and entice me to buy it? Because it didn't.
I don't know. It sure as hell didn't seem like it did. Yeah. So not to defend Marvel's Avengers, because the game is just not good, right? I mean, the single player campaign is fun. I got the game like for free through a contest or whatever. And I only played, I don't know, maybe 4 hours of it, and like I had fun with it. But it is very much like, there's nothing crazy. Like there's a cool story or whatever, but I don't know. It's nothing insane. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you and I both know, obviously, that Overwatch's gameplay is good enough as it is, considering we're still playing it 5 years after it's come out with, like, there's little to no content updates that have happened in the past full year. So,
yeah.
Like, something's working, so hopefully Overwatch 2 is not as bad.
Well, it's the rinse and repeat model, right? Where it is like you just jump in and play a couple rounds, same way people jump in and play a couple rounds of Call of Duty or whatever. So we'll say they've quote unquote mastered the multiplayer as best they could, right? They're balancing it, they're leaving, have they mastered it in the sense of new content? No, because it sucks. I mean, there's like little to no new content. It's just all skins, and every so often we get an event for one of the holidays or whatever it might be. So.
I'm trying to see when Echo was released. Echo was released in March of 2020. So it's been literally a full year since the last time we got someone. And to answer Justin's question, do they want games to be a streaming or games as a service model? Nothing's confirmed. We don't know for sure. The assumption is, so Overwatch 2 essentially gets you just the single player, like single player / co-op modes, like the story modes essentially, as an addition. Whereas the original copy of Overwatch will still get all of the new updates. It'll get all the new maps. It'll get all the new characters, all the balance changes, whatever. It'll get all of that stuff. So the multiplayer aspect will still work and be cross-platform for owners of both, Overwatch 1 or 2. Whereas Overwatch 2 only gets you the story content. So I don't know if that leaves room for it to be as a service model, but who knows? I have no idea. Maybe Overwatch turns free to play, and like you were saying.
Yeah, I think games as a service implies like Destiny,
Apex Legends.
Marvel's Avengers, kind of. Where it's like always living. There's always new. There's new characters being unveiled and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I get like not offended, but like edgy when we talk about like Avengers mixed with like Overwatch, because I just don't even want that to happen. But
yeah,
all right. I guess we'll see.
But yeah, Justin, I guess that is what I'm afraid that it's not going to be. That it's just going to be like a give us your money so you can. Like, I don't know, Overwatch now, obviously there's loot boxes and stuff like that, but it's literally just for cosmetic skins. It doesn't have any effect on the gameplay or whatsoever. And I guess I'm worried that, because with Overwatch 2, they're introducing, like, more of an RPG style of play, where you can actually, like, level up individual characters and, like, get different weapons and different abilities and things like that, and hopefully it doesn't turn into, like, just a grind or something. I hope it goes well. We'll see. Anyways, enough about that. Unless you have any final parting words to say.
Yes, no? Sorry about that. My microphone, even though I know there's noise suppression, I keep muting every time I take a bite of my food. So sorry that I'm eating on stream, by the way. It's poor timing. But yeah, so I keep muting the microphone, and the sensitivity on the microphone button is like super sensitive to the point that if I push it like too hard, it like unmutes and mutes real quick again. So anyway, that's what happened. I was caught in mute hell. No, nothing else to add. I mean, I just, I have faith that the new game director will be good. He's not going to be Jeff Kaplan. And I think what you had mentioned, where, like, you pulled a post from the Blizzard forums where they were like, maybe people will be a little bit meaner to this new person and not so mean, because they haven't been mean to Jeff Kaplan because they love him so much and, like, he has so many fans and everything. So I hope that people are more critical and they make the game better for the reasons that the people want. So
yeah, I think a lot of people kind of settled into just getting used to all these events being the same copy paste from year after year, and no one really yelled at Jeff about it. So maybe we'll yell at this Aaron guy. Even though I did read another post that he apparently developed King's Row, the map, which is like everyone's favorite map. So maybe he's a nice guy.
There's hope.
Trust him. There's hope. There's hope yet.
By the way, yes, Justin, you're right. I think that what we're getting at is that we're, Ahmed's point about Avengers is that, yes, we were worried about it becoming a games as a service model, because that's pretty much what Avengers is.
Yep.
So, okay, let's move right along here. PlayStation news. PS3 and Vita game stores are not closing anymore. So this one comes from the PlayStation blog. To sum it up pretty nicely, Jim Ryan says, "Today I'm happy to say that we will be keeping the PlayStation Store operational for PS3 and PS Vita devices. PSP Commerce functionality will retire on July 2nd, 2021 as planned." So this is the power of negative publicity is what this is. So
truly. I'm glad that they return their stance, but I remember someone, I think it was Wario64 actually, that was like, when Xbox announced that they were doing something badly, they reversed the decision on a Friday night within 12 hours. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, it was almost instantly. That was with the Xbox Live Gold price increase.
Yes, that. But then with PlayStation, they were like, actually, like it took like a full month, I guess now it's been.
It took a long time, yeah. Well, it definitely took weeks at a minimum, because I know we talked about this as a rumor, and it was like people were in a frenzy over it, and rightfully so, because people have got games that they've paid good money for, and
yeah, it's annoying. It's kind of the nature of digital games at this point, but it's still frustrating. So it's good that they're keeping things open, because I can't imagine that it costs them that much to just host a server to let things download. I don't know. What do I know?
I know. What do we know is right. Like, we're not managing these servers, so whatever.
Right.
One other thing here about PlayStation. So if you own a PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, make sure you go out and redeem the free games for the Play at Home initiative that PlayStation is providing for free. So what just went up yesterday is Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition, which is free through May 14th. Fantastic game. I cannot stress that enough. If you've got a PS4 or PS5, go redeem it. It's free to redeem for anybody, and you get to own the game forever. So
that game
definitely go redeem.
Genuinely 10 out of 10. Like, nothing has immersed me in a brand new story and a brand new world like that since like Black Panther. Like, where Black Panther were learning all about Wakanda, we're like, holy shit, I want to live here. Like, the world of Horizon Zero Dawn is so incredibly well done and detailed. Like, I would literally just sit there and actually read all of the little notes and listen to all the little audio logs, just like learn about the history, the backstory of the world. It's so well done. The gameplay's phenomenal. Everything's phenomenal. Can't recommend it enough. And the fact that it's free, like, insane. Please.
Right, and it's the complete edition with the DLC included. So definitely go and get that. And Ahmed, if you don't, do you have it digitally?
No, I have physically.
Well, you do. You have it digitally now, so go redeem it.
Just in case.
You should definitely claim it. So, and then there's still 9 other Play at Home Initiative games here that are also free through April 22nd. So just 2 more days on this. We've reviewed these before. We've gone over them. We haven't reviewed them personally, but these include Abzu, Astrobot Rescue Mission, Enter the Gungeon, Moss, Paper Beast, Res Infinite, Thumper, Subnautica, and The Witness. Some of these are PSVR only games, but I'd highly suggest you go ahead and just redeem them. They are free to redeem, and you get to keep them once again forever. And we've talked about the new PSVR that's coming out for PS5. Not too many details on it right now, but good to own these in case the PSVR is backwards compatible with PSVR 1, we'll say, games. So definitely check that out.
Perfect. Oh, and sorry, random side note to Ryan specifically. He was asking us which PS5 games should he download or whatever. I told you Astrobot Rescue Mission. I forgot that's the VR game. Astro's Playroom is the one that demos the PS5 controller functionality, and it's free. It should already come up on your home screen when you like open up your PS5 for the first time, but in case it doesn't, Astro's Playroom is definitely the first thing you should play on your brandy new PS5.
Yeah, and then I think I may have sent you the link already, Ryan, but Miles Morales Ultimate Edition is pretty cheap secondhand with the download code for Spider-Man Remastered. If you haven't played Marvel Spider-Man, definitely play that, and then definitely move into Miles Morales. Both fantastic games, and the remaster is really nice.
Yep.
Demon Souls is not for me, but it's for people out there that enjoy it. Little Big Planet. Yeah, Sackboy's Big Adventure is fun, but it's kind of it's a charming platformer, but there's better platformers out there to be played. Ahmed recommended The Pedestrian. That's a PS5 game as well. That was on sale recently for $13.99, down from $19.99. I bought
Pedestrian
it.
Is on it's on Steam as well. It's not a PlayStation exclusive.
Oh, yes. You're right. It is on Steam as well, and it may even be a PS4 game as well. So in terms of PS5
PS4 game,
yeah, in terms of true PS5 exclusives, it's only Demon Souls and Ratchet and Clank: A Rift in Time, which is not out yet. It comes out in June. So
Rift Between Worlds. Isn't it? Wait, what is it
A
called?
Rift in Time?
Is it called A Rift in Time?
Yeah, you can.
It's Rift Apart.
Rift Apart.
I was like, Rift in Time doesn't sound right.
Damn it.
Rift Apart.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
You lose this time.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll lose this time. So, all right, let's keep chugging along here. Short episode, my ass. All right, let's move into the Xbox news. Xbox Cloud Gaming is coming to Windows PC and Apple phones and tablets in beta starting today.
Oh shit!
So this comes from it's by invitation only. So this comes from Xbox.com, who says, as we shared at the end of last year, we're bringing Xbox to more players on more devices via the cloud this year. Starting tomorrow, we'll begin sending out invites, tomorrow being today, invites to select Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members to start testing the Xbox Cloud Gaming limited beta for Windows 10 PCs and Apple phones and tablets via web browsers. We're launching Xbox.com/play, where invitees can play over 100 Xbox Game Pass titles through Edge, Google Chrome, or Safari. Offering cloud gaming through the browser and having a simplified universal landing page presents a great opportunity to make cloud gaming approachable to more players in more places over time.
I regret to inform you that I was not that I was not invited. So
neither was I. I was very upset. I was like, I've wanted to play Game Pass on my damn phone for so long now.
But that would be amazing because then I don't even have to download some of these games. I could just like be on stream and just try games through cloud gaming and stream directly from there without having to bother installing them. That's incredible.
And watch your internet cripple to the ground. Yes,
it'll be fine. Because it's not using. Yeah. Well, I guess it is using a little bit of upload. Whatever, it'll be fine.
So Justin's talking about it needs to come to Switch. So last week we talked about that possibility and Phil Spencer having a Switch on his shelf. And Jeff Grubb. I drew a blank on his name there. Jeff Grubb, who is a reporter with, I believe, GameSpot. I'm gonna double check that. Jeff Grubb.
I don't know who that person is.
Mentioned that everything on an author of novels, short stories, blah blah blah.
We talked about it last episode, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where Jeff Grubb works right now. Hold on. So
I'll figure it out. Give me 1 second. I got the article pulled up. It is Jeff Grubb.
okay, cool.
I don't know where he works, but it's Jeff Grubb with 2 B's.
Yeah, two B's. Yeah. So he mentioned that everything on Phil Spencer's shelf has meaning to it. So there's been a Xbox and Nintendo partnership heavily teased. So if Xbox Game Pass comes to Switch, that would be freaking bananas because all the indie games that I'm paying money for would be for free. So
Jeff Grubb is just a YouTuber. He's not from anywhere. It's literally Jeff Grubb's Game Mess is his YouTube channel.
I thought he was doing freelance for one of the big names, but maybe not.
He might have.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Might have. But yeah, Game Pass on Switch is like the dream.
The pipe dream. Yeah.
Truly.
And then we've got one last piece here of news, and we're really scraping the barrel here.
I mean, this is all the more time to play It Takes Two. I'm not mad at all.
That's true. All right, then let's run through it real quick. So coming soon to Xbox Game Pass, we've got MLB The Show 21, which comes to Game Pass right now, available on cloud and console. We talked about how big this is, so definitely give it a try if you're into baseball games. Hot off the heels of the Slugfest conversation, I may try this. Fogs is coming to PC as part of the ID at Xbox program on April 22nd. Second Extinction is part of Xbox Game Preview, coming to cloud, console, and PC, part of the ID at Xbox program as well on April 28th. Destroy All Humans is coming to cloud, console, and PC on April 29th. I'm glad I didn't buy this game because I actually thought about buying it to try it out. I'm glad I'll get it for free now. Fable 3 is coming to the cloud on April 30th. That was a Xbox 360 game initially. And Fable Anniversary, which is an Xbox 360 game, Xbox 360 remaster, I should say, of the original Fable Lost Chapters, is coming to the cloud on April 30th.
Fogs looks really interesting. Sorry, were you finished with the list?
No, there's more to the list.
Oh, okay. Sorry, continue the list. I thought you were...
There's more cloud-enabled games with Xbox touch controls coming. So Banjo-Kazooie, Battle Chasers Night War, Killer Queen Black, Overcooked 2, Wreckfest, and Double Dragon Neon.
How's Overcooked 2 gonna work though? Don't you have to play those games multiplayer? Like, you don't have to, but they're also incredibly hard if you don't.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. Like, could you imagine? I just hit my elbow. Sorry. Could you imagine having two people touching a phone trying to play like a two-player Overcooked game while you're touching on the screen? That'd be horrible.
That's too chaotic for me. Yeah, I don't know about all that.
So what were you gonna say before?
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say Fogs looks really interesting. It's PHOGS, and it's like, I mean, it looks interesting, but maybe it's just another rain on your parade. It's these two dogs that are linked together. Think like cat dog, but dog, and it's like a puzzle game, I guess. But it's also available on Switch and Steam and everything, and it looks like it has decent reviews. I don't know, looks fun.
It does look interesting. It's the only game that doesn't have a picture. Oh no, Fable Anniversary doesn't have a picture either, but
yes, it does.
This looks...
Oh, you're talking about in the actual article.
Yeah, down below
at the top. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff. Game Pass continues to get better. Oh wait, hold on. Leaving soon. So we've got leaving on April 30th. Endless Legend for PC, For the King for cloud, console, and PC. Fractured Minds for cloud and console. Levelhead for cloud, console, and PC. Moving Out for cloud, console, and PC. And Thumper for PC. Good news. You can get Thumper on your PS4 or PS5 for free as part of the Play at Home initiative. Then I don't know any of these other ones except for Moving Out.
What is Moving Out again? I feel like it's like the co-op only game, and that's why I've never played it.
It's a game about like you play as like movers, but
it's like chaotic.
It's from the same developers Overcooked.
Okay, so it's insane. I see. Maybe we should play that before it leaves.
Maybe
that feels like it could be a fun stream game.
Yeah, it doesn't have online. That's the problem.
Oh well, then never mind.
Yeah. So we could pretend to play it on stream.
That's why I never played it, because I was like, I have to have someone else in my house to play this, and it was the pandemic, so.
Unless they added online to it, which I don't think they did.
Which is such a weird miss. Like, why wouldn't you do that? Are you trying to have people actively not play the game? It's very
Yeah.
strange.
So we've got one more thing here. Justin just pinged an article here, and I don't think you've played this game. I know I haven't played much of it, but
It's on my list.
Spirit Fair has a new update. So this one comes from NintendoLife.com. Spirit Fair celebrates 500,000 sales with free Lily update, which is out today. It's the first of 3 planned updates. So what you can expect to find is in this small yet important addition to Spirit Fair's main game, Stella's memories begin to blossom as wondrous flowers over her cabin. These flowers house butterflies that roast to form Lily, the butterfly spirit. Stella's new spirit friend is revealed to be an important figure from her past. Lily will help our hero gain perspective on her life as she approaches the touching conclusion to her journey. So this is, I believe there's some quality of life improvements in this game as well. So, yeah, this is
Interesting.
another one of those games that's on Game Pass that I just have to make time to play.
Yeah, I have it downloaded and ready to go. It's definitely towards the top of the list. I've heard really good things about this. So
Yeah, so have I. It's
I'll play it soon.
definitely one to play. Justin said the game made me cry. The story is good and emotional. So if that's
wait.
not the kick in the butt you need to go play, the gameplay is meh. Anyways,
It's
yes.
fine. Can't wait to
All
cry
right.
on stream. It'll be a good time. Right.
real.
No more last minute breaking news. Nothing crazy happened. No.
I mean, there's some crazy stuff here. Lego Luigi got officially announced. That's just the Mario set, but with Luigi and a little different starter set.
Yeah, that was the Mario got an update, and he would like call out for Luigi, and everyone's like, "What does this mean?" And then, so it's kind of a natural thing.
Yeah, Pac-Man 99 got a 7 on IGN.
Really?
The Pentagon confirms that the UAP footage filmed by the U.S. Navy is in fact of an unidentified aerial phenomenon, otherwise known as a UFO.
The military is basically being like, aliens are real, and scientists are like, oh, the aliens, you guys are so silly. And it's like, hello, we have the literal evidence. Can you please maybe look into it with a little bit sense of seriousness?
And
I
then
read that
one more.
article, too.
I'll give you rapid fire here. Apple announced a slew of new products today. So they announced a new Apple TV 4K with the A12 chip and a new redesigned Siri remote control, which actually I like the remote control a lot better than the one that they have now. So a new remote control that is going to start at $179.99. So go check that out. Apple did finally announce their AirTags, which is their little their tiles, but Apple's version. Those are $29 each.
Oh, that's like you can attach to your keys, like Find My Keys or whatever.
Yeah. So they're $29 each or $99 for a 4-pack. The new iPad Pro gets the M1 chip, so they actually put the M1 silicon chip in the iPad, which is pretty cool. So they're doing that, and it's got a mini LED screen, so it looks really nice. But it's still expensive, and I still don't use iPads that much. So the 11-inch will retail for $799, and 12.9-inch will retail for $1099. And then what I thought was probably the coolest announcement, which I think you think it's a giant iPad, but the new iMacs look really nice.
They do look. No, I said it, but like I'm not wrong. It does look like a giant iPad on a stand, but like it still looks nice.
It does. Yeah, it definitely has
the same design language.
Yeah, it is. It is really I don't know. I secretly always wanted an iMac. For what reason I don't know, because I love my PC.
Just because it
PC
looks
that
nice.
I built. Yeah, they and just the fact that it's all in one. It's just it's got this power adapter that is magnetic now, so it connects via a magnet, kind of like MagSafe.
Yeah.
And then the cable goes to a box, I don't know, like a little power box. And then there's another connector that goes to the wall. But on that box, there's an Ethernet port as well, so you can actually plug in Ethernet right to the power, and it does Ethernet over power, or power over Ethernet over power, I guess technically. But yeah, they look really nice. Comes in 7 colors.
Yeah, the colors are really nice. It's kind of like a callback to the old, chunky iMacs of yesteryear. Yesterdecade.
And it's yesterdecade, and it's fully runs off of the M1 chip, so that's why they were able to make it so small and sleek and everything.
Yeah. I think the primary complaint, at least that I've seen, is that it only it has a headphone jack and 4 or up to 4 USB-C ports, and that's pretty much it.
It's funny you say that. I just noticed that there's 2 USB-C ports on the baseline Mac.
2 of them are Thunderbolt, and then if you get the higher up one, there's 2 more, and that's it. So they do all this to make it so clean and sleek or whatever, but then
they need 100 dongles.
Yeah, you need 1 million dongles to plug anything in. They don't even have an SD card reader. I'm sure you could have fit an SD card slot on the side somewhere. Come on.
What do you need an SD card reader for, though?
I feel like a lot of Mac users that would. I think the market for iMac is someone obviously doesn't need the Mac Pro. They don't need a huge super powerful machine, but like maybe they're a photo editor or something and they need to get photos off of their camera via an SD card. Like I feel like that's a pretty common thing. I don't know.
I don't think so. I can honestly say with 100% certainty, I've used my micro SD, or not even my micro SD. I have an adapter for a micro SD. I think I've used it maybe twice in the past 2 years.
Are you a photographer?
You're right. I'm not a photographer, but you get my point. No, you don't.
I guess.
But that's fine. Yeah, I hear you. The part that drives me crazy is like I would at least like some normal USB ports, because as much as we like to sit here and say, oh yeah, USB is no longer a thing, surprise, it is.
Yeah, like it's really hard to find like an external hard drive, for example, that runs off USB-C. Because I know this because I recently looked for one because I have a USB-C port on my PC, but like I couldn't find it. I was like, okay, USB-A it is. I'm not paying $400 for a USB-C external hard drive like for no reason. It's just for that much faster or whatever. Right. But like I feel like an SD card slot could have easily fit into that frame. I understand USB-A maybe is like too big, like the ports are too big, or would have made it look ugly. God forbid. I don't know.
God forbid. I don't know. It looks really nice. If I ever had a need for an iMac and found $1,000 that I didn't need to use, maybe if Dogecoin went up, to the levels that we thought maybe it'd go up today, maybe I'd buy an iMac.
Are they actually $1,000 base model?
Yeah, I believe it's $1,099 is the base.
Oh, okay. That's fairly cheaper than I imagined it would be. I figured it would start like $1,500 or some shit.
Speaking of Dogecoin, it is like,
I mean, it's not like tanking. It's just not going anywhere.
Remember, it was at 12 cents not long ago. It's just under 32 cents right now.
Yes, like it's still up, but it's not up and it's stuck, as Cardi B said.
Stop. By the way, Tati called you out and said that energy. Are you a photographer? Literally, this is the abuse I take.
Abuse. Dramatic as hell. All right, let's wrap up the podcast episode so we can jump into some It Takes Two.
Yeah, let me just double check that the Mac is in fact $10.99 before I give you fake news. Damn it, it's $12.99.
Ooh. It's still cheaper than I imagined. I figured it would start at 14, but
hold on. So get this right. It's $12.99. They also announced a Magic Keyboard with Touch ID on it, which is kind of cool.
That is nice.
But that only comes in the $14.99 model. So the $12.99 model comes with the two Thunderbolt ports that we talked about before, slash USB 4. What's USB 4?
I don't think anything's called USB 4.
It truly says USB 4 ports.
Like 4.0? Is that a thing?
So
did we finally evolve past USB 3.1? Wait.
I guess so.
Wait, hold on. USB.
Ahmed said, wait. So the baseline model of the iMac comes in a 24-inch 4.5K Retina display with two Thunderbolt / USB 4 ports and the standard Magic Keyboard for $12.99. The second bump up, we'll say, comes with everything the same except it has 4 ports and you can choose from one of 7 colors, whereas you can only choose from one of 4 colors before. And then it also has the Magic Keyboard with Touch ID for $14.99. And then for $16.99, you can get the one with 4 ports, Magic Keyboard. Twice as much memory. So instead of 256 gig, you get 512 gig of storage.
USB 4 is effectively Thunderbolt 3. That's what that is.
Which is also USB-C.
So C is just the shape of the connector.
It's just the connector type. Gotcha.
Yes.
So that's weird because then on the 4-port machines, it's 2 Thunderbolt / USB 4 ports and 2 USB 3 ports. So that's weird. So I guess 2 of them are slower than the others. Anyway,
the only ones with the lightning icons are going to be like the USB 4, the Thunderbolt,
right?
And the rest of them are just like accessories.
Right. Either way,
Ryan's backing me up in the chat. iMacs are mostly for photographers and YouTubers, from what I've seen. Good luck getting your videos off of your things now.
Whatever, losers. No, Tati, I just sent the iMac page on the thing. It literally says USB 4 and then USB 3, which I don't know. Maybe
it's a brand new protocol. It was just like ratified by the foundation that does these things in 2019. So like that's why we're only starting to see them now. It's just a super fast protocol, but I'm surprised that they're calling it USB 4 and not just saying Thunderbolt 3. I don't know.
This man really said they ratified it. Just let that sink in.
Listen, that's what it said in the article. All right. For those who are listening at home, the show has come to an end.
Yes, we'll be right back, and we'll play some games. So
yes.
Thank you all for listening. This has been Paul and Ahmed signing off. Peace!